Bismillah-ir-Rahman-ir-Raheem. Today we will explore rosemary, a powerful herb valued worldwide and in Pakistan for its fragrance, health benefits, and economic potential. Scientifically known as Rosmarinus officinalis, rosemary is a perennial evergreen shrub of the mint family, Lamiaceae. It grows up to 1.5 meters tall with needle-like green leaves and purple-blue flowers that release a strong, refreshing aroma. And there you have it. And now, let us first focus on its historical importance.
Right then, let's talk about a brilliant, absolutely gorgeous herb. I'm talking about rosemary, that amazing plant you see in gardens all over. It's an evergreen shrub, which means it stays green and lovely all year round. The best part is its smell. Just brush your hand against it and you get this incredible piney, woody and peppery scent. It's one of those smells that just makes you feel good, proper good. It has these lovely little flowers too, usually a soft purple-blue color like a summer sky. It's a tough little plant, happy in the sun and doesn't need loads of water. A real grafter in the garden, that one. Now for a bit of the science stuff, but don't you worry, we'll keep it simple. The proper clever name for rosemary is... It used to be called, but the boffins changed it. All that really matters is that it belongs to the mint family, Lamiaceae. That's the same family as other superstars like basil, thyme, and oregano. So it's in good company, you see. This family is famous for its aromatic herbs, the ones that make our cooking sing with flavor. It's a massive family of amazing tastes and smells, and rosemary is one of the top dogs, no doubt about it. So where does this fantastic herb come from? Well, its story starts in a beautiful part of the world. Rosemary is native to the Mediterranean region. Imagine those sunny, rocky coasts along the sea in places like Spain, Italy, and Greece. That's its home turf. The name rosemary even comes from Latin Rosmarinus, which means dew of the sea. Isn't that lovely? They say it's because the plant grew so well on the sea cliffs, getting moisture from the sea spray. It's a plant that loves the sun on its back and the fresh sea air. Puka, you can just picture it, can't you? Growing wild on a hillside, overlooking the bright blue Mediterranean Sea. It's a plant that soaked up centuries of sunshine and history. It's not just a flavor, it's a feeling. It transports you straight to that warm, happy place. This connection to the sea and the sun is what gives rosemary its special character. It's robust, it's fragrant, and it's full of life. That's why it's been loved for thousands of years, and that's why we still love it in our kitchens and gardens today. It's a true classic, a real gem from the coast. Let's take a little trip back in time, all the way to ancient Greece. The Greeks were really clever people, and they knew rosemary was something special. They believed it had a powerful connection to the mind. Students would wear garlands of rosemary in their hair when they were studying for exams. They thought the herb's amazing scent would help them remember everything they needed to know. It was like a natural memory booster. So, next time you need to do some thinking, maybe a little sniff of rosemary could do the trick. It's an old idea, but a brilliant one. Moving on to ancient Rome, the Romans loved rosemary just as much as the Greeks, but they used it in different ways. For them, it was all about its spiritual side. They saw it as a sacred plant. Instead of using expensive imported incense in their temples and religious ceremonies, they would often burn sprigs of rosemary. The smoke would create this beautiful, calming, and fragrant atmosphere. They believed it purified the air and connected them to their gods. It was a symbol of life, death, and immortality. It wasn't just for flavor, it was for the soul. What a powerful little herb. Now let's hop over to England, where rosemary became a massive symbol. In Old England, this herb stood for remembrance and loyalty. It was a really important part of weddings and funerals. At weddings, brides would wear a wreath of rosemary to show they would always love and remember their promises. At funerals, mourners would toss sprigs of rosemary into the grave as a sign that they would never forget the person they had lost. It was a beautiful way to say, "You will always be in our thoughts." It was a tradition full of heart, a proper touching gesture. This idea of memory and loyalty was so strong that even Shakespeare wrote about it. In his famous play, the character Ophelia says, "There's rosemary, that's for remembrance." That one line shows just how deep the meaning of this herb was in people's everyday lives. It wasn't just something you cooked with, it was a part of their culture and their emotions. It connected people to their past and to each other. It was a plant that held stories and feelings within its woody stems and fragrant leaves. An absolute legend of an herb for sure. The love for rosemary didn't just stay in Europe. Its fantastic reputation traveled all over the world, carried along ancient trade routes. In the Middle East, Arab doctors and scholars were big fans. They studied its properties and wrote about it in their medical books. They used it to make fragrant oils and believed it had healing powers. It was valued as a medicine to help with muscle pain and improve circulation. They also loved its strong flavor in their cooking, adding a new dimension to their already delicious food. It was a spice and a medicine all in one. Then, as traders and explorers journeyed even further, rosemary made its way to Asia. In places like China, it was seen as another powerful healing herb. Traditional Chinese medicine welcomed it for its stimulating properties. They believed it could help with things like headaches and improve the flow of energy or qi in the body. It was an exotic newcomer, but its powerful aroma and benefits meant it quickly found a place in their herbal remedies. It's amazing how one little plant could be so valued by so many different cultures for its incredible qualities. Back in Europe, during the Middle Ages, rosemary was like gold dust. It was believed to have magical powers that could protect people from evil spirits and even the plague. People would hang bunches of it over their doorways to keep bad luck away. They would burn it in their homes to cleanse the air of sickness. It was also a key ingredient in Four Thieves vinegar, a famous blend that was supposed to protect people from getting ill. It became a symbol of protection and good health, a little green guardian watching over the home. Even the Queen of Hungary was said to have a special connection to this herb. Legend has it that in the 14th century, an old hermit gave the queen a special tonic made with rosemary. This Hungary water was said to be a miracle cure that made her healthy and youthful again. It became one of the first alcohol-based perfumes in Europe and was famous for centuries. Whether the story is true or not, it shows just how much people believed in the power of rosemary. It was more than an herb, it was a source of hope and health. So what makes rosemary so special? It's the whole package, isn't it? It's a beautiful plant that's easy to grow and looks fantastic in any garden. It's got this incredible, powerful aroma that can wake you up and make you feel great. Just having it around makes your space smell wonderful. It's a survivor, a tough little shrub that brings green life to your garden all year round. It's a plant that gives so much and asks for so little in return. That's why gardeners and cooks have loved it for thousands of years. It's a proper, honest, hard-working herb. And let's not forget its incredible history. This isn't just any old plant. This is an herb that has been part of human stories for centuries. It's been a symbol of memory for Greek students, a sacred incense for Roman priests, a sign of loyalty for English lovers, and a powerful medicine for doctors in the Middle East and Asia. When you use rosemary, you're not just adding flavor, you're connecting with all that amazing history. You're using an ingredient that has been cherished by countless generations. That's a pretty special feeling, don't you think? In the kitchen, well, that's where the magic really happens. Rosemary is an absolute superstar. It's bold, it's piney, and it's got a wonderful woody flavor that is just brilliant with so many foods. Think of it with a lovely roasted leg of lamb, some crispy roast potatoes, or baked into a fluffy focaccia bread. Delicious. It can stand up to strong flavors and long cooking times. You can throw a whole sprig into a stew, and it will just keep on giving that gorgeous flavor. It's a must-have in any cook's kitchen, a real game changer. So, from ancient myths to modern meals, rosemary is a true hero. It's a plant that has nourished our bodies and captured our imaginations for thousands of years. It's useful, it's beautiful, and it tastes absolutely fantastic. Whether it's growing on a sunny windowsill or sizzling in a pan with some garlic and olive oil, rosemary brings a bit of sunshine and a lot of history to our lives. It's a timeless classic, a proper legend of the herb garden. So go on, get some rosemary in your life. You won't regret it. Lovely jubbly.
Now, let us talk about why we study rosemary and why it is important to us.
Everybody is looking for a way to boost their farm's value. What if one plant could offer health, profit, and flavor? Meet rosemary. Rosemary isn't just a pretty bush with a nice smell. It's packed with powerful compounds, like cineol and camphor, that fight germs, soothe inflammation, and protect your body. That's why rosemary is valued in medicine, cosmetics, and even food industries. Need a health boost? Rosemary can improve memory, help digestion, reduce stress, and even support hair growth. No wonder its oil is found in shampoos and teas everywhere. In the kitchen, Rosemary is your secret weapon for flavor. Think chicken, mutton, soups, and fresh bread. Plus, it works as a natural insect repellent and even perfumes. If you're in Pakistan, you're in luck. Rosemary loves the mild winters and warm summers in places like Islamabad and Swat. Give it well-drained, sandy soil and avoid soggy roots. Grow it from seeds or cuttings, but cuttings work best. Plant between October and February, water once or twice a week, and you'll be harvesting in 6-8 months. Here's the kicker. From just 1 acre, you can earn from fresh herbs, dried leaves, or high-value essential oil. So why not start small, maybe even in your garden? With rosemary, you're growing more than a plant. You're growing opportunity.